Rolling. All right. We made it. We made it. Halfway through the week. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday, everybody.
Thank you for coming out.
Chat's open. Chat's open. We got a familiar face on the screen. Welcome, Emily. All right, guys. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
We'll get started. One more minute. Yes, Bruce. Love that energy.
Oh yeah, thanks for joining everybody. Yeah, so I'm excited. Tomorrow I get to see my I'm flying up to Maine. My son graduates, Sean graduates college on
Stop.
Friday. Yeah.
Like he literally was just leaving like yesterday, bro. Like what? He just went to college like yesterday. How did this happen?
I
I'm
know. Time
in
flies,
shock.
man.
No, I'm in shock. That's not possible. Like, where does the time go? Like, he was just, you guys were just like doing the whole the event that you guys did at the high school and like
Yeah.
just like absolutely I'm so proud of him. Like, good
Oh
job,
yeah.
Sean. Good
Oh
job.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
did good.
I got spent all week, actually like 2 weeks trying to find his graduation gift, and finally got it yesterday. Like it came down to the wire, trying to negotiate this, and so I'm excited to give it to him,
Oh,
So
my actual heart is melting. Stop. I need to focus. Like, I can't even. Oh my gosh. I just know the feeling of graduating college was like just like one of the biggest accomplishments. Like, I was the
oh,
first woman in my family to graduate college,
oh
so it was
wow.
like a really big deal. And just like
Yeah.
it's just such a huge accomplishment. Like you should just be so proud as a parent. Like just such
Oh
a
yeah.
boost of confidence, seriously. So good for you.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you.
Ah,
And
thank
I
you.
don't
Thank
know where I put my light, but there it is. But you guys, we gotta lock in. I know it was so sweet. Like what a sweet way to start our class today. But welcome everybody. Happy to have you on here. Good morning. Good morning.
you.
Love the positive energy in the chat. Thank you so much. Love you, Aisha, one of our freaking star members. Love her making big moves out there. So keep up
Oh
the
yeah.
work, girlfriend. We'll probably end up talking about you at some point of this webinar. So
Oh, it's going down. She's in the presentation.
I literally know, like, she's just on it. Like, oh, she's so great. So let's get locked in, guys. Happy Wednesday. Thank you all for being here at the Next Million Mastermind webinar. My name is Alexa, COO at BPM RIA, and you do have some familiar faces on the screen today. We have Emmeline from our support team and events coordinator. We also have Sean McMurray, one of our dear founders of Next Mill Mastermind, as well as the owner of Digital Asset Marketing and just doing some really awesome stuff. So this webinar couldn't have came at a better time. He's literally getting certified in things that like half of us can pronounce, meta this, meta that, like what well, we'll find out more, but today we're going to talk about the most reliable way to grow a seven-figure business without burning yourself out. Super excited for this topic. And just to get us started on a really positive, amazing note, let's see here. We have a raffle. We're going to give some
Yay.
$2,000 off of the mastermind today. All you need to do, and yes, guys, this is randomly selected. You guys text in and we pick a winner randomly. So if you're interested in entering the raffle, all you need to do is text the word million to this phone number that you see on the screen here, 954-250-6777. So go ahead and text the word million to that phone number you see on the screen. One lucky winner will be selected at the end of the webinar. So good luck. And we're just trying to get you guys the best price possible. So This is just for fun for us, and we like to have some fun in these. So you guys, my favorite way to keep up with events, it is super easy. All you need to do is text the word, not really a word, it's an acronym, NMM to 954-250-6777, and that will get you on the text list to receive event updates via text. So super convenient, straight to your phone, easy with the link and everything. So if you're interested in getting those text updates, go ahead and do that, and I will pop those details in the chat for you guys right now. So make sure you are checking out the chat box. I'll be putting helpful links and details and things in there for you all throughout the session today. And just a reminder for anyone popping in to go into the raffle, details are in the chat as well. So go, go, go. And of course, you guys, we always want to keep you all in the loop with everything that we have going on at Next Mill Mastermind. We have another webinar in 2 weeks. I believe it's the 27th. So go get registered for that. It's posted to the website right now. I just dropped the link in the chat. I have 2 more events for you guys in June that were at least 2. I want to maybe even 3. So look out for the calendar. I'm getting those June events ready for you all. I think we just posted another event on June 10th for condos. We're working on getting that on the website. So guys, get ready. We have more events coming to you this summer. We are not slowing down, and that's why we want you guys to get ahead of it. So please go apply. Go to the website to apply, dropping the link in the chat right now. Even if you win the raffle, we still need you to apply. So go ahead and do that. It's a call with one of our founders. It is, application required, and there are, requirements pretty much that Sean will talk about. So go ahead and apply, get ahead of it. There is, of course, waiting lists and people who don't get accepted, and all of those things that happen. So we want to get in touch with you. We want to speak with you guys one-on-one and see if we are good fits for each other in our group. That is absolutely phenomenal. And I want to say that's it, you guys. So that's it from me. I'll be putting helpful links in the chat throughout the webinar today. Definitely go get on the YouTube channel. A lot of you guys are asking for the replays on our awesome webinars, so go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you join our private Facebook group. That is where we all hang out. That is where our members hang out as well. They're always looking in there for collaboration. They're looking in there for networking. They're looking in there for resources. So we highly, highly recommend you guys get plugged in. So go ahead and follow us on our different social medias and get plugged in so you don't miss anything that is going on. We will be having another in-person workshop next month. So you guys can come meet the team, meet other cool people. Only the coolest people come out to these. They are invite
Free.
only. So yeah, guys, please give it up for Sean, give him some love. We'll be
Let's
popping
go.
in some polls, by the way. So like if you see a poll, please, respond to it. Let us know how you're feeling. And yeah, guys, we're gonna get into it. I'm excited, Sean. I mean, you must be on cloud 9 right now, but I'm definitely curious. Your workshops have been super popular, so thank you for giving everybody an opportunity that couldn't come out. Just like another opportunity to see you and learn from you, because we know you got a lot going on, and a lot of information and wealth in that head right there. So we're looking to get some of that.
Hey, thank you so much, Alexa. Thank you for that warm introduction. And thank you, Esther, Aisha, Mike. I see you guys on the chat there. And usually like Alexa was saying, I'm usually the in-person guy. I feed off people. I like to be around people. I feed off the energy in the room. And so webinars, they've traditionally been kind of a challenge for me because I don't have that. But what we're going to do today is we're going to use this chat. All right. So we're going to use the chat. So when I see if you agree with something, if you have questions, if you're enthusiastic about something, I'd love to see thumbs up, fire, flames, or whatever. Let me know in the chat. that way I can get that energy and I could kind of dig into something a little more or turn the energy up, whatever the case. Like let's work together. This is an interactive session. All right, I see some flames. I see the Alexa. Thank you for leading the charge. And then we have, oh yeah, the beard's gone. Yeah. I shaved a week ago. I haven't seen my face in 14 years, all right? And literally, I think when I got out of the military, I was clean shaven, clean cut, all of that for like 3 or 4 years, and then I was like, you know what? I don't have to do this anymore. I let it all grow, and so since then, I haven't seen my face. What do you guys think? Do I look younger?
Yes, you do. You do.
Yeah, Francisco, he messaged me when I put the first picture. He said, "Dude, you look like you're 12 years old." I was like, "Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that." All right, so real quick, I built out this whole content room specifically for these webinars and then some content that I'm going to be creating. I even got this whole interactive touch board where I can write on. And so I just want to make sure, can you all read what's on my screen nice and clear? Let me get a thumbs up in the chat. Can you hear me clear? Okay, cool. I got Alexa. Okay, yes. No, who is this? Tiffany. Can't hear me or can't see?
Maybe she can't see the shared screen.
No,
Make
no
sure
shared
that
screen. It's just me, and you're looking at me and this board here. So can you read this nice and clear? I see most everybody. I can't see the screen. Tiffany, everybody except, not to call you out, Tiffany, but everybody could see the screen. Um, and there'll be a point where I'm going to can read in here. Okay, so everybody, so
definitely check your Wi-Fi, Tiffany, just in case. Check your Wi-Fi and connection just to be sure.
yeah, yeah, just check that out. And there will be a point where I'm going to share the screen so that you could see the video and audio. But I just like this approach because it's more interactive, right? You're not just looking at like PowerPoints drive me nuts. I was an engineer for 18 years, sitting in meetings and all day watching PowerPoints. I mean, I try not to do these PowerPoints, but if I'm going to do them, I want it to be interactive at least, right? And so that's why I'm doing this approach. And if you guys appreciate that, again, let me get a thumbs up. And if you don't, if you want like the more traditional PowerPoint, let me know, and I'd be happy to go that route as well. But all right, let's kick it off. So this it's already what, January, February, March, it's May, right? We're 5 months into the year. Like, where has this time gone? And like I was sharing with Alexa, I'm flying up to Maine for my son's graduation. Like time flies. Time flies. Where are you with the goals that you established in the new year? Right? Where are you at with that? Have you achieved your goals or 5 months down the road and you're still having the same results, or are you going to do something different? I like Alexa was saying, I have been studying my butt off, getting certifications to strengthen myself to better support you all. Well, what are you all doing different this year? Sound off in the chat. And as Alexa said, I'm not going to go over this. She already went over this for you. But here's one thing I want you all to imagine. And so even with this PowerPoint, this is a completely new format that I'm using. I like story, and I'm a seeing is believing type of guy. So, let me just give you the data. Let me just give you the proof of what people are achieving within this program, following the advice that you guys are going to learn today, right? Following the lessons that you all are going to learn today. So I want you to imagine for a second that you decided that, well, I have $30 million in real estate, but I want to create an education program. And I wanted to imagine that 4 months later, you create that education program and land your first sale at one of our events for $1,500. That's Cynthia. So Cynthia, a Next Mill Mastermind member, she launched her education program in 120 days and was able to score her first sale at the event. Now, have you ever imagined how I want you to imagine this, right? Imagine having your first $500,000 year. I mean, look, it's not a million, but who can get with 500,000, right? So my first 500,000 year in 2020, following the guidance and the lessons that I'm going to teach you today. Now I want you to imagine coming to us and saying, well, look, my $1 million business isn't sexy. It's not sexy enough. And so I want to go do something else. And we're just like, well, what? With some tweaks, looking outside of the box, he's going from $1 million to $20 million, up to $20 million in revenue. That's Bob the Roofer. Using data to identify new opportunities within his business. Now, have you ever wondered how some people just they make more money, but they're working less? Like Michael Johnston. So Michael Johnston, he came to us year one. He came to us and he had $40 million as a realtor in transactions. But he's like, I am going nuts. I can't do this. I'm overworked. I'm killing myself. To this year, we're looking at 60 million in revenue, and I promise you this guy is like traveling every single month. He got married this year, he's in Brazil, he's doing all these vacations and still making more revenue by following the things that you are going to learn in today's lesson. Have you ever wondered, our very own Aisha, I told you we're going to talk about her, the glow up, how some people just seem to glow up overnight. Yes, glow up, right? Blow up in a fantastic, beautiful way, glow up overnight. Aisha, she came to us and was like, look, we call her, by the way, the wholesale queen. She is crushing it in real estate. But she said, I want to get on camera. I want to do more podcasts and things like that. And well, guess what? We one upped her. NBC's Money Chat. That's her with the very Trina Robinson on NBC's Money Chat. Aisha killing it. She's crushing it. Like just her ability to be able to take guidance and then take action based upon that guidance, it's top notch. So have you ever wondered how people do that? Aisha's a perfect example. She's on the chat now. And the last thing, like, have you ever wondered, well, let's say that I have the right guidance. I have the coaches. But would you actually grow your business? Like, what would you do with that right guidance? What would you do with somebody that you can call and say, hey, Sean, I'm having challenges. Here's the thing that I'm facing. How do I get over this? How do I market on Facebook, or how do I create content, right? Or the number of things that we offer in this program. Would you actually grow your business? Aw, Aisha, I love you, Aisha. You're awesome, man. You're awesome. So I get it. Like there's challenges, right? And notice I put these in quotes because this is literally what people are telling us, right? So I don't know what I should be doing next. I get it. I get it. There's a lack of clarity. You know that there's something that you want, but you don't know exactly how to go about getting it. I feel like I'm hustling harder than ever, but not growing faster. Like that's that hustle mentality. I was in the Air Force for 9.5 years, 4.5 active and 4 in the Guard. And the one thing that really stuck with me was work smarter, not harder. This is very unique to the Air Force, all right? Work smarter, not harder. The idea isn't to be the hardest working man in the room or gal in the room. It's to be the smartest working man or gal in the room. I want a business that works for me, not depends on me. And oftentimes, people will start a business wanting to escape their job only to become employees of the business they created. That's not the point. The point of creating a business is not to then become an employee of it, right? You want to step outside. There was freedom is what you wanted to start that business for. So let's focus on that freedom. I'm tired of the grind. I want systems, sanity, and scale. I get it. I get it. Challenges that some people, they try to scale too quickly and scale in an incorrect way, I'll just hire VAs and that's going to be the answer to all of my problems. And then they fall flat on their face because they didn't scale properly. And then they say, well, VAs don't work or this system doesn't. No, you did it incorrectly. There's a right way to scale, and jumping right into scaling when you're not ready to scale is not the approach. I'm scared to invest more. I've made bad bets before. Look, I think literally everybody on the Fab Five can relate to that statement. How many of you have read Rich Dad Poor Dad? Let me see some thumbs up. Thumbs up in the chat. How many of you have read Rich Dad Poor Dad? Yeah. So it was a book that changed my life. It literally changed my life and the way I did business. And so I was like, okay, in the book, they talk about you need to find a RIA, get connected with a RIA so that you could get involved in real estate. And instead, the Rich Dad Poor Dad program, or a program affiliated with them, came down and was offering a program. And I was like, oh, well, that's awesome. I'll join their program. I mean, learn from the guy himself. Uh, it was a national program, and I'm not going to say anything bad about them, but many of you can relate with national programs. It wasn't the best experience. Okay, it was not the best experience. I lost a lot of money, and so I was definitely scared to jump into another program. But the beauty is, I'm about $300,000 into self-improvement over the past 2 or 3 years, programs, coaches, because I realized that having the right coach, joining the right program, having the right support structure, that's going to lead to success. That's going to lead to success. So doing it the right way, and it's going to expedite that process. Like, I'm creating a video about that. I'll share that with you guys when I'm done with it. All right. I see all the thumbs up, the hearts. Awesome. I love this engagement, guys. Let's keep this energy up. All right. Now, so here's what you're about to discover. You're going to discover how Bob the Roofer went from 1 million to up to $20 million in revenue with the things that we learned in this program. You're going to learn today. You're going to learn how to expedite growth. How do I expedite growth? You're going to learn how to travel. Like, I'm not a jewelry guy. I'm not a fancy car guy. I hate driving. So like, I just want a car that does the job. I'm not a car guy. And so my flex, though, if you had to say my flex, is travel. Like, that's my thing. And so how do you travel more while also having a business that works without you? That's what you're about to discover today. How do I make money in your sleep? Well, similar to what I've been doing, I launched a coaching program. I wake up in the morning and I check my notifications. I have sales at 11. I have sales at 3 in the morning. I have sales at midnight. I'm making money while I sleep. You're about to learn that today. And then how to build wealth and actually have time to spend it. That's what you're going to learn today. What's the point of having all this money when you can't do anything with it and you can't enjoy the things that you're working so hard for? Like, what's the point? If you can't tell, I love money. Money is important to me, but it's not the money that I'm working for. It's the things that I could do with the money. And it's my family and my friends and traveling the world. Like, these are the things that I actually work for. And so I want the money, but I actually want to be able to spend it on the things that I enjoy. How many of you could relate with that? Oh yeah, facts. I see you, facts. Rachel, Alexa, thank you, thank you. Aisha, yeah. Bruce, exactly. Jorge, hey, how you doing, Jorge? Happy you're here. This is exactly what we're working for. Like, the money is nice, don't get me wrong, but we want the freedom. We want to spend time with family. And so here's a little bit about me. Here are the things that matter most. So this is actually my granddaughter, believe it or not. This is his daughter. And my goodness, this girl has me wrapped around her little finger. As you can tell, my family, we had all boys. I didn't have girls. And so I was the oldest of four, and our youngest was a girl, my sister. And I always made fun of, gave my dad crap because I'm like, dude, dad, Like you're so easy on her. Like she whatever she wants, you give her. Like this isn't even fair how you treated us to them. And he tells me, he says, son, wait till you have a daughter. I never had a daughter, but I have a granddaughter, and I completely understand what he says. Anything she wants, she could have it. She wants to eat chocolate in the middle of the night. I'm gonna sneak her some chocolate, okay? That's my granddaughter. She can have what she wants. It has me wrapped around her little finger. This is my family, as I was saying. This is actually Sean Jr., who I'm going to go visit. This is an old picture, a very old picture. He's graduating college in Maine, so I'm going up to visit him. My son Romeo in Pennsylvania, he has his own business. I've shared some of the results of the things that we've been working on with him. $11,000 a month in online sales, selling like a $5 PDF. This is my son Chiron. He is in the Army Guard, going to college as well. And my son Jaden, he actually graduates high school at the end of the month. So I'm going up to Virginia at the end of the month for his high school graduation. All my kids are grown. All I've ever known is kids. I was the oldest of five, so I practically raised my younger siblings, and then I had kids at a very young age. I was 19 with my first when I had my first son. So all I've ever known is kids. My kids are all grown. Like this, it's a weird feeling not having kids around me. And don't get me wrong, I love kids and I love my kids, but look, I want to explore the world, okay? I want to be able to explore the world. And this is my amazing wife, Catherine, who holds me down. I actually got my Meta Marketing Specialist certification on Mother's Day, and she totally held me down. She didn't gripe or give me grief about it. She said, "No, do you, baby?" And I'm grateful for that type of support. It's tough being in a relationship with an extremely ambitious entrepreneur, and I couldn't ask for a better mate, a better soulmate. She's awesome. And then our Jaden, again, graduating high school, and these are our fur babies. Uh, Literally, these are our kids now. These are our boys. What I love doing is this is me, Anish, and my son Sean. Um, I love giving back to the community. I didn't come from money. I didn't know about coaches or mentors or these type of things, right? And so I love giving back to the community, going out to schools and talking to the students and letting them know that, hey, look, there's different ways of making money, and there's nothing wrong with being an employee if that's where your heart is at. And you can also be the owner of that business. You can also be the CEO of that business. So I love getting out to the schools and talking to the students. And this is my brother from another mother, KJ. And like, I'm a dangerous person to say that you want something. Either I'm going to hound you about it until you get it done, or if an opportunity arises and I have the ability to extend an opportunity to you, then I'm going to make that happen, whether you're ready for it or not. So don't tell me that you want something unless you're ready to achieve it, because I'm going to make sure I'm going to do everything I can in my power to help you achieve that. And so this was an opportunity at Mastermind to Millions. I had an opportunity to bring him out there with us, and it was great just getting in, being around successful people, right? I love extending those opportunities. Hey, there we go. Emmy, facts. Yes, yes. Aisha, thank you. And this is a little bit more about me. This is kind of like the professional side of me. I'm the owner of Digital Asset Marketing, as Alexa was stating. I have a coaching program, 90 Days to Victory. I'm a co-founder of Next Mill Mastermind, 14 years marketing experience. I've amassed over 300,000 subs, millions of views and engagement, and we're projecting 100,000 in revenue, selling a $5 downloadable PDF for one of our clients. I'm a Meta certified digital marketing associate, and as of this past Saturday, I'm a Meta certified marketing specialist. Certified neuro-linguistic programming practitioner. I am a certified business hypnotherapist, and I'm a NBC's Money Chat crypto advocate. and I'm a passive income expert. I've been investing in cryptos and passive income for, uh, geez, 8, 9 years. In stocks, mostly in dividend stocks, but I took a $1,000 investment, and in a matter of 4 years, I increased it at its height to about $400,000. Passive income expert. This is me on Drink Champs. It's one of the most popular podcasts on YouTube. My uncle was honored as one of the founding members of hip hop. They're paying homage to him, and I happened to be on set with them. That was an amazing experience. This is me on NBC's Money Chat, talking about Bitcoin and the halving at the time. This is me with Grant Cardone. We were on the same show, but a different segment, and we got to hang out in the what do they call it? The dressing room or the waiting room before we went on, and people spend thousands of dollars for 30 minutes to an hour time with this guy. We got it for free. I, I had my ideas about Grant initially, but after meeting him and talking with him, this guy is super sharp. He's like a guy that you can just be at the bar drinking alcohol with, right? Like just having toasting a good one with. Super cool guy. And this is me on stage at Mastermind of Millions. I was one of a few people that they brought on stage to talk and to really dive into what we're doing with Next Mill Mastermind. Amazing experience. Now, there's actually 5 of us. I'm one of the 5 members of Next Mill Mastermind. So, which is actually the beauty of Next Mill Mastermind. You're not just getting one expert, you're getting 5 experts, right? Normally you just get one. So myself, marketing, biz dev, mindset is kind of my contribution to the mastermind. We have Francisco, the big brain, super intelligent. The way he's able to find data and structure it in a way that makes it actionable. We've done this for Bob the Roofer. We've done this for Ali. Super intelligent guy. We have Viju and Jim. Again, Jim is he's our legal expert, if you will. Whenever there's any legal guidance we need, we're going to him. He's not a lawyer, he's not an attorney, but based upon his experience, he can help guide people. Uh, Viju, again, business development, along with Jim. Business development, strong real estate background. Actually, we all have a strong real estate background. And Anish, a lot of you know Anish, owner of BPM RIA, extremely sharp individual. Business development, the art of the negotiation. If I was ever kidnapped and I needed a negotiator to get me to get me free, I don't want the police negotiator. I want Anish. I'm calling this guy. Like, get Anish on the phone. Have him negotiate for me. Like, the way this guy could negotiate things is very admirable. So that's what you're getting. You're getting access to that with the Fab Five. So a little bit about the Fab Five. Over $1 billion in real estate transactions. Owner of DRIA, RIAFAX, BPM RIA. We have a combined 100 years of real estate investing experience. Massive network in real estate industry. Extremely massive network. Combined 50 years of technical experience. 18 years as an engineer. Francisco and as well as Viju. You get 3 nerds of the 5. 3 of us are nerds. You have the Professional Athletic Community PAC in Miami Dolphins Business Combine. So that's actually Anish is their go-to for the Dolphins. He's the go-to for their real estate as their real estate expert. NBC's Money Chat, go-to RIA expert, go-to Bitcoin expert, and millions in profit sharing with students, which is my favorite thing. Like, let's share the wealth. Like, there's money everywhere. Money is the easiest obstacle to overcome. Like, let's share it. There's opportunities for everyone. All right, so here's the top 3 essential requirements for business success that you're going to learn today. Number 1, mindset is extremely key. Think like a millionaire. You have to learn to think like a millionaire. What made you 6 figures is not going to make you a million. What made you a million is not going to make you a billion. What made you a billion, so on and so forth. It takes a different mindset in order to achieve that milestone. So we're going to teach you how to think like a millionaire. Number one, first and foremost, we're going to teach you the anti-hustle business structure. The point isn't to hustle, as I discussed before. The point is, how do I work smarter, not harder? My motto is, how do I make as much money with doing the least amount of work? Not because I'm lazy, not because I created a subpar product, but because I structured things in a way that it doesn't involve me or it's passive in some kind of way. So the anti-hustle business structure. I am not about hustling. I'm not against hard work, but hustling, you just aren't structured right. And then the life framework, which is what this whole program is predicated on, what all of Next Mo Mastermind is predicated on. How do I make the million and have the time to spend it on the things that I actually want to spend it on? So the millionaire mindset reframe. So can you guys get with that? Let's get some engagement here. How you guys doing? You liking what you hear so far? All right. Here we go. I see some of you. Jorge, I see you. Brenda, awesome. Bruce, thank you, man. Thank you for the encouragement. That's awesome. I love the positive atmosphere. I love that positive attitude, man. Thanks for that. Marlena, Esther, yeah, Mike, let's go. All right. So the millionaire mindset reframe. You have to reframe the way you think. Again, what made you $30,000 a year is not going to make you six figures. What made you six figures is not going to make you seven figures, so on and so forth. It takes a different way of thinking. And so, what would your business look like if you operated as a CEO and not as an employee? Become the least necessary person in your business. If you're the smartest guy in the room, if you're the most needed person in the room of your own business, you have the wrong people around you. You have the wrong structure. You need to become the least necessary person in your business. I learned that from Richard Branson. Super, super sharp guy. Uh, he was on stage at a Cisco Live conference years back, and it stuck with me from even to this day. What he said was, "Look, I'm not the smartest guy in the room. I'm just an expert at finding smart people and motivating them to work for me." I've taken that to this day, taken that with me. Let go of control. Make decisions based on vision, not urgency. And who exemplifies this that I could bring up with the Next One Mastermind is Evelyn Bobo. So when she came to us, she's our resident guru, meditation guru. I love her soul. Evelyn is so cool, so calm, so just grounded. And so her thing is travel. She loves traveling. And she went on, and I forget how long she was gone, but she was gone for a long time to Tibet. She studied with monks in Tibet, all through Asia. She was traveling, and the challenge was her tax business suffered. She wasn't structured in a way that allowed her to be able to be gone that long and for the business to still operate. And it suffered. She lost tons of clients. And so when she came to us, she said, "Look, my heart is in travel. Like I want to travel. I want to meditate in all the corners of the earth." And what she did was she structured her business, what you are going to learn today, or what you are learning today. She structured her business the right way. She developed the processes and systems and put the right people around her that enabled her. She crushed it this tax season. Crushed it. She's now going to Japan and she's dropping her son off in Japan, and then she's going off to travel around Europe. And I forget everywhere she says she went or she's going. While her business continues to operate and grow, she's added additional revenue streams within her tax business that allows that revenue to consecutively come in throughout the year versus just this one lump sum during the tax season. Evelyn crushed it. She took the advice that we gave her and crushed it. A lot of entrepreneurs self-sabotage at the six-figure level. Success doesn't necessarily, and if you guys can relate with this, like, let me see the thumbs up. Like, success doesn't scare you. Losing control does. There's a fear of success, believe it or not. Like, it's a weird thing. It's not a wrong feeling to have. It's a quite common feeling to have, but fear of success. And there's comfort in competence. Anish Dave will be the first, super successful, extremely successful, and he'll be the first one to tell you, like, it's hard for him to let go. Like, this is something that he commonly says. Like, it's hard for him to let go of things. But it was by letting go of things that allowed him to grow BPM Ria to what it is. He put the amazing Alexa in a position for success as the COO. He brought on coaches as mentors to help teach the BPM Ria students about real estate. That created degrees of separation for him. That created degrees of separation from that allows him to, I mean, he's in Colombia like once a month. I mean, he's constantly in Colombia. One of his non-negotiables is a Yankees game. So every single year he goes, nothing is going to stop him from getting to that Yankees game. He's constantly doing things with his father, which I think is so amazing. Like, while your parents are here, you take advantage of that opportunity, man. Like, the work can wait, all of that can wait. Like, family is the most important thing, but he's able to do all of that because he developed the structure. He let go. And so you need to learn to let go. Oh, Marlene, I see you. Yeah. It's tough. It's tough. It was one of the hardest things for me to do, especially with my background. You know, I just was always a solo type of guy. I didn't trust people. And it was also my biggest growth was learning how to let go and to grow. Yeah, Jorge, exactly. You got to create the memories. Exactly. And so here's some of the ways that you can reframe the way you think to be more seven-figure centric, right? To have that seven-figure CEO mindset. I have to do it all. If you're saying that, reframe it to who can own this besides me? Who can own this? Who's the expert? Who's the employee? Who can I give this off to? I work harder to grow. I scale systems to grow. There is not a direct correlation between the more hours you put into your business and the more revenue you generate. It's about being effective and working smart. And if you have the right systems that help you grow, you're going to grow more by working less. I don't have time. If I don't have time, something is broken. Something is broken. You're doing too much. You're not focused in the right area. The systems that I don't have the right systems in place. I can't afford to hire. I hear that a lot, actually. VAs are $5 an hour. $5 an hour for a good, solid VA. You could spare the money. But reframe that to I can't afford to stay stuck doing MWAs, minimum wage activities. You started the business to get away from the job. You started a business because you wanted something different and you're stuck doing the same minimum wage activities. Like, where is your time better spent? where do you where if you spent your time, the Pareto principle, 80-20-20-80, if I focus 20% of my time on these functions, it's going to provide 80% of the results. So those are the functions that I need to focus on. The other 80% I can either eliminate, I could hire out, I could get experts to professionals to do that. Stop doing the MWAs, minimum wage activities. Stop that. It's actually costing you money. I hope this works. I create repeatable, data-driven systems. Everything starts in the mind. Everything starts in the mind. Reframe the way you're thinking, reframe the way you're saying things. Words have meaning and words have power. Thank you, Alexa. Yeah. Oh yeah, answering Helena's comment. Thank you, thank you. VAs, the link she's going to provide, amazing, amazing VAs. I have two VAs that I've had, yeah, over a year. I think I'm going on 2 years now.
So amazing that we brought the owner of the company to our mastermind members, literally
Oh yeah,
brought him to the members. Like
oh yeah.
that's the best we can do here.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love the way I love the way he does things with the VAs. Where a lot of like a lot of VA agencies, what they'll do is they'll charge you this rate, whether it's like $10 or $11 an hour, but they're a large chunk of that they actually keep. So they only give like the VA like $2 or $3 an hour, and they keep the lion's share of that. But Beagel's system is that you have a low monthly rate that you pay for them to manage the VA, and then you pay the VA directly. And so you know that the VA is getting 100% of what you're giving them. And $5 an hour in a lot of countries, like that's life changing. I was just speaking with one of my VAs today, Alejandro, and he was thanking me. He was like, Sean, thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm actually hopping on a plane for the first time. And the thing that we take for granted, like I travel almost at the height of it, I was traveling once, twice a month. This is his first time hopping on a plane, and it's done largely because of the money that we're giving to these folks in other countries. It's a beautiful thing. It is. It really is, Helena. Yeah, it really is. All right. So the anti-hustle path to seven figures. Like this is like the key. This is paramount to this system. You shouldn't be the system. You should build the system. And there's three pillars to success. Number one, there's processes. You have to have the right processes in place. Number two, you have to have the right people in place. If you have, there's assessments. There's the DISC assessment, and then there's also the help me out with this, Alexa. What's the assessment we give internally? It's
Predictive
losing me.
index.
Predictive index. There you go. And so what you'll find is that if you put somebody who, for example, who's not a numbers person, and you put them in charge of your numbers, chances are they're not going to be successful in that position. So you have to learn where to put the right people in the right position for them to be successful. And so we actually offer the predictive index within the program so that you can run that for your own VAs, employees, to make sure you're putting them in the right spot. And then platform. Nobody is better at this than our very own Francisco Mago. This guy literally has, I think, last I heard, is like over 50 VAs. There's no way you can scale to 50 VAs without the right processes, without the right people in the right in the right positions, and without the right platforms. Like this guy, I mean, he's super intelligent. The way, again, how he can take data and develop insights and actions from that data, like it's second to none. And so the challenge that a lot of people have when they try to scale, I kind of touched up on it earlier, is they go from solar hustler and just try to jump immediately to hiring a bunch of people, a bunch of VAs. And then when it doesn't work, they're like, this doesn't work. No, you just didn't phase it in. You didn't build it right. And so what you want to do is you want to go from solo hustler to system builder. Develop the systems, develop the processes that make it easy for you to then hand off. Then you put people in charge that will own those systems or those processes. So now they're the expert in that process. They own it, the development, the success, and the health of that system. Strategic leader. Then you move to becoming a strategic leader. You have to learn how to lead those people that you've put into position. So what I see a lot, I ran into this as well in the beginning. Could you repeat? Oh, okay. Alexa got that. So I ran into this when I first started with my VA. I just said, okay, VA, do this. Like, I just want you to do this. I didn't give a lot of detail. I didn't give a lot of I didn't identify what success looked like, and I didn't get the results that I wanted. And so I had to take a step back, and I remembered what I learned in the military during airman leadership training, and I broke it down. So now when I give tasks to my VAs, I identify the purpose. What's the purpose of this task? The purpose of this task is to increase revenue, is to create a video that helps to increase revenue. So what does the vision, what does the vision of complete look like? The vision of complete looks like a 30-second video shared on Instagram or Facebook that engages this many people and drives this many sales transactions, right? SMART goals. So purpose, identify the purpose of this in the overall picture. I identify what the vision of complete looks like, and then ideation. Ideation is, well, here are some ideas that I had of how we could make this successful, but I'm open to what your ideas are. And then I go to organization. Here's ideas of how we can organize this project or this task, but ultimately you own this task, so you have the final say. Then I go to review and next steps. Now here are the exact next step that we have to take in order to complete this project. So if you do this in a very clear and concise way, it increases your chances of attaining a desirable result. But you need to learn how to become a strategic leader, how to lead people, and then become the scalable CEO. And this is where you start to then unlock all the scaling and systems and experts that allow you to travel like Evelyn, to travel like Michael Johnston, get married in Brazil like once a month. Like that's what allows you. Once you get to that point, that's where you then can start doing those things. But you have to do it in a phased approach, because if you do it too quickly, you start hiring a bunch of people, but you don't have the systems in place, you're going to fail. If you start hiring a bunch of people, you develop the systems, but you don't lead correctly, you don't provide the right guidance, you're going to fail. If you try to jump straight to scalable CEO without doing any of those things, you're going to fail. So it takes a phased approach to do this the right way to ensure or increase the chances of your success. Does that make sense to you guys? You
Yeah,
see
and
some
with that
thumbs
being
up.
said, I would love to launch this poll right now to just see
Awesome.
what you guys' number one reason for being in a mastermind would be. I'm
Let's
just
go.
curious. Let me know, guys. Thank you.
All right, Jorge, I see you. Marlena, I see you. Thank you for engaging. Thank you for taking the quiz here, poll.
Yep,
Thank you,
completely
thank you.
anonymous, guys, by the way.
Yep. All right. So the next phase in this process, so I've taught you how to reframe the way you think, so you're thinking more like a seven-figure CEO. I've taught you the anti-hustle path to seven figures. That's the three pillars: processes, people, platform, walking you through the evolution of your growth in your business from the solo hustler, the system builder, the strategic leader, to the scalable CEO. So the third piece of this, it's the life framework, right? That's what all of this is predicated on. Again, how do I make the million, but also have the time to spend it and to spend time with the people that I actually love and enjoy being around? And so think of life, the way to think of life, it's like your business health check. When one part's off, it affects everything else. So things need to be in harmony. I don't even say balanced, I say in harmony. Things need to be harmoniously working together. And when one thing is off, it's going to affect everything else. And so the life strategy, it stands for lead strategically, increase freedom, financial efficiency, and effort optimization. And somebody that I'd like to share, Antonio, I think he truly epitomized this over this past year. When he first came us, look, Antonio is super sharp. He when it comes to real estate, especially I'm sorry, Airbnbs, extremely sharp. Although he had a few things that weren't working right, and it was causing him a lot of stress. He didn't have certain systems and certain things tweaked the way it needed to be. And again, when he first came to us, you could see the stress in his eyes, in his face, in his heart. He took the advice and guidance we provided him, getting right on your numbers, understanding what your numbers are, understanding what uh, your systems are. Literally, he had one of the biggest glow ups from the first time he attended to this time. He was a completely different person. He now has an apartment in a high rise in Las Olas down the street from Nish. Beautiful view, amazing view, and he travels all the time too. But he epitomized this. He got his life in order. Now he's working out. He's doing the things he wants, and his business is working without him. He has a system, a team of VAs, and all the systems and processes that he needs for it to work without him. He's doing an amazing job. Yeah, that's awesome. No, that's a start. That's a start, Frank. Getting around the right people is a start. You have to change your circle. Jim Rohn, the your success, your income is the average of the five closest people you surround yourself with. So you're on the right path, my friend. You're in the right place you need to be. So the life framework in action. Saying no to the wrong opportunities. So you go through this phase. So when you first start a business and you're new to the game, you go from saying yes to everything, anybody that'll just throw their money at you, any opportunity to prove your worth. You'll know that you're progressing and you're starting to achieve success when you start saying no to people, saying no to the wrong opportunities that don't align with you morally, your vision, where you're focused. When you're saying no to people, you're on the right track and you're saying yes to the right things. So when you're guiding the ship instead of rowing in the engine room, you're able to step away and say, okay, the team has it. I know it's hard to let go of that control. I'm trusting the team. It's not to say that their mistakes won't happen. They very much so will. But those are learning opportunities. If you have the right team, people are going to make mistakes. Those are learning opportunities to help them become stronger and therefore your organization stronger. Take advantage of that. Delegating responsibilities to trusted team members. Let go. Let go. Let the team handle it. Let the team handle it. And setting boundaries with clients, time, your to-do list. Like, again, you'll know you're on the right path when you're able to do that confidently. Set your boundaries. There's so much. There's always going to be work. The work is always going to be there. Your sanity isn't. Your health isn't. Your family isn't. So set the right boundaries with your clients. Let them know that you work Monday through Friday from this time to that time, or you work 7 days a week, but only for these hours. Whatever the case may be, set those boundaries and stick to it. Once people understand what those boundaries are, they will adapt. Eliminate financial leaks. You have to figure out what your numbers are. This is something that Anish harps on a lot. You need to identify your numbers. You need to know if you're either actually making money. Like we had one of our members who makes a lot of money, and then we find out, well, we don't actually know the numbers, so we don't know how much of that is actual profit. So we don't know if that person has a successful business or not. Optimizing pricing, offers, and cash flow. When people first start out their business, they're like, I'm going to compete on price. That is the worst idea ever. You never compete on price, you compete on value. Your value needs to be such that it can command a higher price point because you have that much more value than the next. You don't want to compete. You you don't want an apples to apples competition, okay? You want an apples to oranges competition. If people want the apple, you're more than happy to recommend the apple to them. But if people want the orange because you're the orange, then you happily give your services to the people who want an orange and you charge them commensurate to the value that you are providing. Never compete on price. It's the worst thing to do. Focusing only on your highest ROI activities. Remember what I discussed earlier. MWAs, minimum wage activities. Oftentimes we get stuck in this idea that just because I'm busy, that I'm being productive. That's not the case at all. More work, more hours does not translate to more success. You have to reframe that in your mind. It's working smarter, not harder. Focusing on the 20% that drive the 80% of the results. That's what you need to focus on. That's what's indicative of success. Batching or eliminating low value tasks. Give those away. The low value tasks, they either can be eliminated, they can be outsourced to the experts, they can be given to your VAs. Low level tasks, you should not be doing those. And designing your days around energy, not just time. Like I am an expert at time management. I can literally, my whole day is scheduled. MA, she can attest to that. Like I have alarms all day, alerts all day for things that I have scheduled. Like I am the master at time management. I can literally plan every single minute of the day with work and I would accomplish it all. That's not to say that I'd be in the best health at the end of it. The biggest transition for me was focusing on energy management versus time management. Energy management means putting things, if you wake up doing the things that, for example, if you're more creative in the morning or you're more studious in the morning, then you do the things that like studying, or you do the things that require creativity in the morning. If I'm a morning person, so I front load my day, and then as the day progresses, the tasks that are easier for me to do, I do those towards the end of the day because it's harder for me to say it's not it's hard for me to say no to easy tasks. So if you're a night person, then you start slower and then you backload all of the harder tasks. So energy management, super important. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen now so you guys can see this.
And just a heads up, guys, we are recording today's session. Go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Link is in the chat. And we'll have this replay posted within 24 hours for you guys. So I know you can review it and you can share it with your other teammates, partners, all those things.
Thank you, Alexa. By the way, are you guys liking what you're hearing? Like, do you understand what we're going through? Let me see that in the chat. All right. I love it, Aisha. I love it, Esther. Thank you. Bruce, Leslie. I love it. Mike, thank you. Jonathan, absolutely, man. I love this stuff. Frank, thank you. Man, I love your positivity, Frank. Emmeline, thank you. Jorge, thank you, man. All right. So, can you all see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. So, now that we've gone through, we've gone through all three things, right? Again, having the right mindset, the right mind frame. We've gone over not being a hustler, being the anti-hustler, and the three pillars towards success. And then we've gone over the life strategy and how to implement that into your life and your business to drive the results in your business and your personal life. So here's what some of the people in our mastermind are saying. This is Michael Ruiz, who is our crud. Let me. What Michael Ruiz is saying about the mastermind. This was his first event.
Hi, my name is Michael Ruiz, and I am with the Robin Hoods of Real Estate. And before I joined the Next Mill Mastermind, I was very confused. If you're like me, I've been in the real estate business for over 40 years, and believe it or not, you would think that after 40 years, I knew what the heck I was doing. Well, no, not everybody does. And it's just got to the point where I needed some direction. So ever since I joined this group of mastermind experts, people that I have been admiring for decades, I am just in shock and honored to be here with the people that have been in the trenches doing everything that we've been wanting to do. These guys know exactly what to do. These guys have been doing it forever and ever. Now, one thing is important that I learned, and I had to come in here with a humble heart and put my ego aside and forget the fact that I've been doing this probably longer than they have, because they have a lot more success than I have. So you learn from people that have the success of people that are doing it. So don't waste time, don't hesitate anymore. Just stop fighting, stop beating yourself up, stop thinking about it so much. Stop thinking, should I or should I not? I'm telling you, you found your home. My hot seat was sizzling. My hot seat was really good, and I came prepared, so I hope that you come prepared with your hot seat and your questions and your thoughts and your challenges, because that's exactly what I did. If you're anything like me, you have so many opportunities, or maybe you have none. And these guys, out of nothing, they can either help you visualize and see where you can find the opportunities, or if you are like me, probably, that you had too many opportunities and you're just all over the place, and you have the shiny object syndrome, or it's not just that they're just shiny, you just have a lot of opportunities. These guys were able to help me without a shadow of a doubt, laser focus, quickly tell me, you're wasting your time with that, and you shine on that, and that's where you have to be, and this is what you have to build. I mean, what can I say? You need that. You need to come on that mastermind, you need to come to that hot seat, and let them tell you exactly what you need to do. Because they're doing it because they want what's best for you. Literally, you need to come to the next mastermind, Next Mill Mastermind right away. You really do. Come, check it out, and you're gonna see the quality of people. And if you see me, come and say hello. Say, hey, Robin Hood. Thanks. Talk to you guys later.
Oh yeah, thank you, Michael. Michael Ruiz, big family guy, big family guy. I love how he prioritizes his family. Super big family guy, and he's working on this really cool app. He's one of our AI guys. He's diving really deep into AI and how you can use that in your business. Love to have him in the group. And I mean, the question is, are you next? Like, is 2025? Are we doing the same thing that we've done every year? Or are we going to do something different? I mean, look at these amazing people, right? Alexa, Patrice, Esther, who's on the call, Aisha, Aisha, who's on the call. I mean, just a great group of folks. Cynthia, great, amazing group of folks. And we'd like to see you guys there with us.
And I just popped a poll up, you guys. If you had access to top-notch mentors and a community of like-minded entrepreneurs, how confident are you that you could achieve your business goals? Appreciate the feedback, you guys,
Yeah, take that
because
poll.
you can only imagine what happens when your entire business and everything you do in your life is put on a hot seat. So you can
Oh
only
yeah.
imagine. You can only imagine. Trust me,
Oh yeah.
it's intense and I love it.
It is intense. I mean, when you've dedicated your heart to something, you've dedicated time and energy, and you're like, this is it, this is the thing. To sometimes hear that maybe that's not the best approach is hard, and it's good. It's being open-minded enough to accept that. That's what's going to lead to your success. For example, Bob the roofer, he would have gave up his $1 million a year business had he not listened to us. And now he's looking at up to $20 million. And He's French, used to work for L'Oreal, and there was a little bit of pushback, but he embraced it. What I've realized about Bob the Roofer is it takes time for him to process. Even though he may push back initially,
Very
he always takes back and he digests that, and then applies. So, um, so here's what you get with Nexmo Mastermind. You're gonna get clarity in your business. Like, this is a word that we use a lot because clarity is everything. If you're not successful at what you do, the root is often because there's a lack of clarity in a certain area. Once we identify what that area is, we can then uh, uh, bring clarity to what that issue is. You're going to get the permission to let go. You're allowed to let go. You're allowed to be sick. You're allowed to go on vacation. And your business not only operates, it continues to grow. You're going to get accountability. It's so powerful. Like, we all, I am again, I get things done. I am just what is it? GSD, get shit done. Like, I'm the master of GSD. I'm the master of FSO, figure shit out. Like, I just make things happen. And I recognize that there are areas in my life where accountability is necessary. I have a business coach. I have my partners in this mastermind, my wife, right? So I'm a part of other masterminds. Accountability for everybody. It's so powerful. And guidance, right? We provide guidance on how to get to that next level with the challenges that you're having. And it's a place where you are no longer a lonely entrepreneur. How many of you can relate with that? Entrepreneurship can be such a lonely endeavor. Like, who do I turn to? Let me get a thumbs up in the chat. Like, it can definitely can be a lonely thing. You don't know who to ask. You don't know who to turn to. You don't know what information you need, right? So we eliminate that. You join this amazing, I don't even call it a community, I call it a family. Like, we love each other like that. Like, it's like family. Like, we all have a shared investment in each other's success. It's beautiful. And inside Nexmo Mastermind, you get 2 3-day masterminds. These are big events held every 6 months. Super powerful events where people come from all over the country down here to join us. You get 12 monthly group calls. We meet on the first Tuesday of every month. And this is like your mini hot seat, right? So the things that you said that I wanted to accomplish, we're going to check on you the next month. Well, did you accomplish what you said you were? If not, why not? Is there a deficiency in knowledge or execution? Do you need a kick in the ass to get back in line? Like, that's where we do this monthly, and on the 2 3-day mastermind events a year. Daily community support. Again, like, this is my favorite part of the mastermind, is just how the community comes together to support each other. Esther, man, just always kind words of encouragement. Aisha, like, if you have any problems moving your properties, you just have to drop a note. And I've seen Aisha, yeah, just send that over to me and I'll add it to my buyers list. Like, I'll help you get that moved. Just the way that this community really bands together to support each other and to help each other grow and get to that 7-figure mark, while being able to enjoy it and spend the time with the people that matter most to you. And unlimited access to the Fab Five. You have our phone numbers, you have our emails. Some of the members, actually a lot of the Nexmo Mastermind members have been to my house. You have access to us, right? Unlike these national programs where you're talking to a new person every time, or you've never seen this person, or just some random person, you actually can reach out and touch us. Like, we're accessible and we become friends, right? Now, that doesn't mean we don't give you the tough love that you need, but there's that relationship where, yeah, we're talking just not beyond just business. And here's what you get in the winning strategy. You get the Next Mill Master Plan, build a business that runs without you. That's $100,000 value. You get the Business Clarity Engine, discover hidden growth opportunities. That's $7,000 value. You get the Millionaire Circle, the private deal making community. We often do deals with each other, or we'll pass off opportunities to other people. No commission, nothing's just, this doesn't work for me. You can have that, right? $6,000 value. The Real Estate Power Launch, it's the fast track your first or next deal. That's $3.3 thousand of value. Leads on Demand, it's the Real Estate Lead Gen Blueprint. That's $800 value. 2-day Real Estate Accelerator from idea to income, $695 value. The Magnetic Marketing Review, attract more deals with less hustle. That's a $500 value, and that's where I'll actually analyze your online presence, your CRM, your websites, your social media, and then provide recommendations on how you can strengthen that so that you're now generating more leads. The Tax Deed Treasure Map, Hidden Profits Unlocked, that's $400 value. The Investor Advantage Pack, that's tools, perks, and the VIP access so that you get special pricing or access for free to certain events within our networks, whether that's the RIAs, that's my events, or even Francisco's events. You get free access as a member to a lot of those events. And for events that cost a little bit more, you get a special rate. All of that for a total of $119,000 worth of value. And yes, this is a year-long program. Marlena, but I'm going to tell you something that makes it even better than a year-long program, because we have a better than money back guarantee. So you have unlimited access to the Fab Five via text and email until you tell us you have received the value you intended to get out of Next Mill Mastermind. So it is an annual program, but if you don't feel that you've received the value that you deserve, or that you feel you should have received, then this is a longer than a year program for you until you tell us that you get the value that you wish. I can tell you this, that almost everybody that has joined the program, they renew every year, right? Well, this is the first year now that we've seen renewals. We almost had 100% renewal rate. Like, that's how powerful this program is. But for those that act today, we like to reward people for taking action. I learned this from my mentor, Marshall Silver. Reward people that take action. I did this whole exercise, like, is knowledge is power. How many of you have heard that? Knowledge is power. Let me see in the chat. Okay, I see you. Right. What if I told you that knowledge is power is complete and utter BS? It was actually a quote by a 16th century, I believe, 16th, 17th century, excuse the dogs barking, but it was actually a quote that was given in the 16th to 17th century that was taken out of context. What he actually meant was knowledge plus action equals power. Knowledge plus action equals power. Knowledge is nothing but potential. It's the action that converts that potential into power. And so we like to reward people who take action. And today's fast action bonus, if you act today, you get access to the Success Jumpstart call, where you get immediate clarity and zero waiting. Like, that's $1,000 value. Like, why wait? If you joined, that's because you want something. You want a change in your life. So why wait? Let's get on the phone today and let's start mapping out what you need to start doing in order to change your situation. $1,000 value if you act today. The Turning Point Experience. This is where you rewire Your Mind for Unshakable Confidence. That's a $6,000 value. That event changed my life. Again, I came from very humble beginnings. So my world used to be this big. And I watched my mentor in a 3-day period over 24 hours, 8 hours a day, sell $650,000. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this happens in one weekend. He's made 650,000 people. Like, people do this? Changed my world. My world went from this to this. You get 2 free tickets to that. It's held in Vegas and in Carlsbad, California. The Mindset Makeover Audio Custom Hypnosis to Smash Mental Blocks. So I'm a certified business hypnotist. And what I see, there are a few things that hold people back. And it often has something to do with mental blocks. And so you get all of the Next Level Mastermind, they get 1 free session with me where we're going to dive into the thing that maybe you wanted to make more money. Maybe you have a challenge with selling people, or you have a challenge with talking with people. Well, let's get down into what the reasons are behind that, right? And we do that through hypnosis. I'm telling you, it's powerful. There have been a number of the Next Level Mastermind members who've taken advantage of that, and we've unlocked things that allow them to open themselves up. $1,000 value, all for $8,000 in additional bonuses if you act today, if we reward people who take action. So your investment is $20,000. Although again, there's a dramatic reduction of the investment when you act now. We reward people who take action. This is our normal price. But because we want people that take action, we're going to reduce that for you. And here's what our members are saying. This is...
Hi, my name's Mike Johnston with Johnston Home Team. And before I joined the Next Millionaire Mastermind, I had my business is compartmentalized in many different areas. Since joining, I've been able to take those businesses and streamline them and put them in a future course of where I can actually take action and make them work much more efficiently. So part of the experience was doing the hot seat, which, you know, we all get a little bit nervous about. It's basically just taking everything that you have, talking about it, personal and business, and then getting feedback, which we're all afraid of, but sometimes it's necessary. And in this case, it was great for me. It really helped me align what my next steps are and what directions are to go to be able to turn what my ultimate goal is into residual income, and just put me on a path that's a lot more direction. So thank you guys, I appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to the next several meetings in the future. So thank you guys, thank you for the Fab Five, thank you for the Next Millionaire Mastermind experience.
Michael just got married earlier this year to Mabi. Their story is a beautiful story. And he's looking at $60 million in sales this year while traveling more and actually enjoying life. Super excited for what he's been able to accomplish. So here's what you get. And here's the reduction that you're going to get, right? The special, if you act today. So you get access to everything that we mentioned before, to include the bonuses, the $8,000 in bonuses, and you get that for $127,000 in value. If you take action today, you get that for $15,000. Now, the beauty is all you have to do is apply today. It's you have to be approved by 2 different people, 2 members of the Fab Five. So you applying today, all it does is it locks in your discounted rate and also enters you into that raffle for the $2,000 discount. So you could be looking at up to where are my numbers, people? I think a 40% discount reduction on the full price of the program. So you can get this you could get in at $13,000. Again, it costs you nothing today. All you simply have to do is apply, and that locks your rate in today. I look forward to seeing you guys and hearing from all your success. Questions, comments. I have some time for some questions and comments if you have them. Alexa, anything on your end there?
All right, guys. They want to know when we meet. We meet the first Tuesday of the month, I believe, right, Sean?
Yep, that's right. Yep. So for the
Members meet. Yeah, so sorry. Go ahead, Sean.
nope, nope, yep. We meet the first Tuesday of every month, and then March and September time frame is when we do the 2 3-day events. So the monthlies are on Zoom, and the 2 3-day events, those are in person. So you want to be here for those 2 3-day events. Um,
Usually in Fort Lauderdale.
Usually in Fort Lauderdale, correct. And you have access to us every day and your
24/7.
community every day, right? So you have plenty of touch
365.
points with us. Thank you for the question.
And like funny that Marlena commented because drum roll, she's actually the winner for
Oh, let's go.
the raffle. So, and again, like it's completely random. I just have to make sure that they're in here. But yes, you guys, our winner today is Marlena. Congratulations, $2,000 off the mastermind. So just make sure you have applied. And everyone else, please go apply. You can scan the QR code on the screen or grab the link in the chat. And I'm so happy for you, Marlena. I know that you are awesome. So I'm really happy that you won.
Yes. Thank you. Oh, that's so awesome. Great job, Marlene. I'm happy to have you on board. Just get on there and apply. Questions? Any other questions before we drop off here?
Yes, you guys, any questions, you can go ahead and put those in the Q&A box. I forgot to yell at you guys to put questions in, so that's my bad, but we technically have 2 more minutes until we tune off. So yes, and thank you so much, Mike. You messaged host and panelist instead of everyone. So I'll just go ahead and announce your comment for you. But Mike said to the chat, he said, I already joined Nextville Mastermind earlier this year, and it was a great presentation. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Mike. You're awesome, man.
Appreciate our members being in here. Love that. And thank you guys so much for the positive feedback in the chat. I know Sean like really appreciates that, you guys. The more that you give him, the more he gives you. So
Exactly.
that's like in the polls too. So thank you guys for answering the polls. And we really want to get, your feedback so we can gear these webinars to you guys, because this is really just to help you guys. This is a free webinar. So we want to really bring as much value as possible. So I'll let Sean, it'll take that last minute. 1 more minute, you guys. So any questions, let us
Yeah.
know.
Thank you, Aisha. Thank you, Jorge. Man, Jorge, you come to a lot of our events, man. I really appreciate your support. Thank you, brother. Aisha, you're freaking awesome, man. I love how you're kicking ass, taking names and kicking doors down. Like you're crushing it. And yeah, I mean that's it, guys. Like we're doing these events for you guys. Um, we started this. If you ask any of the Fab Five, like genuinely, of course, there's a money incentive, absolutely. But if you ask any of the Fab Five, we literally, like, we had this discussion. We started this because we wanted to help people. Like, we actually enjoy helping people and helping people grow. So get in here, join the program. We'd love to have you in here, and we want to see you take your life to the next level. Let's get more of that freedom. Let's not be slaves to the dollar, all right? Like, let's make the money, but let the money work for you. All right?
Absolutely. Love it, guys. So go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Links in the chat. I'll be emailing each and every one of you just a quick thank you for joining and just a few links in there. I will be bothering you guys for a Google review. You already know. So if you guys are here, please, 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 link in the chat. We're trying to build our Google reviews finally. I got yelled at, so I'm just kidding. We're getting our Google reviews. If you guys please give that to us, we can kind of work out some reward maybe. So let's talk about that. But
Awesome. Thanks.
appreciate
And yes,
that, you guys.
I agree. Alexa is amazing. She's my DJ. DJ Alexa. Thank you. Thank you so much, Alexa. I really appreciate your support.
No, thank you, Sean. That was awesome. We really appreciate it and can't wait to dig in more I know you have another event coming up next month, so excited to get even deeper into this and just continue with all the things that you know, and a lot of good like mindset stuff in here. So really appreciate that kind of, kind of uplifting, but also like I felt the motivation and inspiration during this presentation. So love that.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
All right.
Alrighty, y'all.
Thank you. Oh guys, I'm out of town next week, so the guys are covering. So just be aware, the guys are covering for me next week. We'll see you guys the following week, May 27th. So you see a little gap in there. Don't be surprised. It's because I'm not here. So we're gonna meet right back up as soon as I get back. So I hope you guys have an amazing week. All the moms, I hope you had a wonderful Mother's Day. Thank you guys for joining in. Appreciate you guys, and we will see you when I get back the following week. So thank you guys so much. Be well and make sure to get in touch with me. Last call for the 2-day quick start for BPM RIA, literally happening in less than 3 days. We're literally a few days away. So all of my Next Mill Mastermind people, you guys know you get it. You get tickets, you get membership, you get all those things. So if you're still on here, I'm gonna keep blabbering, but let's just go ahead and turn off the class, 'cause that was a great class, guys. So thank you guys so much. Get in touch with me. Look out for my thank you email. You know where to find me, and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week next week. And we'll see you the following week on May 27th. Can't wait. All right. Thank you guys.